look over here.
Look over here.
Yay.
We're really going to have to teach you both the entrance to look over here because we can't have all this fumbling around, but it's okay. We got it today. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to
Look over here.
the companion piece for our recap shows, where we just talk about the looks on the runway and give you our thoughts and scores and all of that. And all that. So, hey, y'all, I am Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Purr. And I have this beautiful cup mug here, just happen to be sitting around. Ew. And you can get this beautiful cup mug at lanajuicecreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And if you look right over Misha's head, or right next to Misha's head, it's right there on the QR code. And you can scan it. And yeah, it'll be right there. And it'll take you right to where you can get your beautiful cup mug. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Get your cup mug, period. And thank you.
Yay. Hi, I'm Micha, your Parisian correspondent, and now I'm drinking chocolate tea because why not? It's still very, I don't know. It's just that afternoon when you have to go and get some chocolate tea after an entire day of rain, sun, like intertwined together, and I'm so ready for this runway.
Never heard of chocolate tea before, but interesting.
I'm RuPert, and I have no entrance line. I'm just drinking water, and I'm a fruit, and I'm ready to talk about these fruit looks.
Yay. We are here. We're excited to be here to talk about fruits and the runway. Wrong one. And I don't know. I have to say this runway was very interesting, especially if you don't watch the episode first and then you just watch the runway and you're like, what is this? And then you go back and watch the episode and then it all makes sense. And I'm like, oh, okay. Not watching the episode first and just looking at the looks, I was like, I have no idea what this runway is supposed to be until but then when I went and watched the episode, I was like, oh, okay, T, it makes sense. And we're gonna get all right into it. But before we do, if this is your first time here, we truly appreciate you joining us. And if you we ask that you just hit the subscribe button while you're here. Just hit it. It's right down there. Hit the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel and all of our channels in the Cup Network because we are on a mission to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. On this channel, we're just trying to get 1,000 more subscribers by the end of the year, so you all can help us out. But our other channels really need to get those 1,000 subscribers, and it's already almost the end of October. So we only have 2 more months before the end of the year. And on this channel, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good as I might not say it at the end of the year, beginning of next year, but our other 2 channels, we still haven't reached that goal yet. So therefore, help us out. And if you don't, I'll just keep saying it. Next year in January, starting January 1st, 2026, I'll still be talking about our mission to get 1,000 new subscribers. So if you don't want to keep hearing me say it, then, just subscribe and help us out so I can stop talking about it. But until we do, I'm a persistent queen, baby. I'll just keep saying it over and over and over and over again. But help us out if you will. We have the Cup TV and the Cup ESC and this channel here. So help us out, subscribe. All the links to those channels will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast links. So it is down there so you can check us out. Follow us wherever you go, we want to go. So check us out follow us on our audio podcast link, subscribe to that, do all the things. Our Patreon is open. We have a lot of fun Patreon only exclusive things that are jumping in our Patreon, like probably this week. So which is pretty fun. I heard what we got going on in the Patreon. It's kind of tea. So y'all want to check that out. Join the Patreon so you can see all the fun things that we got happening in our Patreon. and our audio podcast links, do all that. And then follow us on our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. We got a lot of fun things going on our socials. So we wanna, talk to you, engage with us on any of those platforms. If you ever thought about being a member of this podcast or any of our channel podcasts and you want to be the new person on the panel, hit us up in our Instagram DM. That is the fastest way to get in touch with us. And we will get back to you very quickly, let you know what we need to do. And we're looking for new voices, new people to give your thoughts and your POVs on drag, television, Eurovision. We got it all. So check us out, let us know. And yeah, that's it. I think I talked enough about that. Oh, well, I'm going to be adding people into the slides. Nobody panic. Micha and RuPert are going to disappear for like 2 seconds, but do not panic. They're still here. They are still here. I'm just adding them in. I'm
Hemos
adding
disfrutado. Oh.
without this one though. I don't like that one. There we go. There we go. Ah, but yes, yes, yes. We're gonna get into the runway looks. It is fruit. We're talking fruit in España on the runway. I was like, some of these fruits, I don't know what they are. I have never seen some of these fruits before, so I'm very excited to talk about some of them. Like this one, for instance, I did not know what fruit this was, but apparently they all did. So let's get into this. Let's start with you, Misha. What do we think about this first? Look.
Well, first things first, like disfrutado is kind of a punny theme because it also means like tasted what you had post degustation wise. So not everybody should have probably or did, as we'll see later today, take this theme like literally about fruits, but about how can you basically taste something and what do you have is enough to taste. That said, Denébola is one of the girls who has been consistently slaying the runway. Furthermore, given that this week was the girl groups challenge, and if her girl groups look was like the first part of the two-piece puzzle, that would be phenomenal as well, because she's one of the few who also delivered like in the girl group department, not like just wearing basic bra and panty. But this one is pretty phenomenal. Of the lime looks we've had so far, I mean, this is definitely not a salad, Scarlet Starlet. This is lime as it's supposed to be done. She did with lime what needed to be done. I mean, this look is really creative. Yes, I agree with Lana. You don't instantly get like the fruit until you zoom in, your eyes pause on the bag, on the handbag, and you see, oh, of course, she's like limey. She's lime everywhere. She has lime on her boobs, and basically, yeah, this like kind of deconstructed lime. I especially love that the hair is also giving you this 90s raver girl illusion where they had this like electric waves with this acidic green color down the hair, and it's so good on her. Yeah, I mean the tights. Oh, yeah, this look is just really a disfrutar. It really needs to be tasted head to toe, and yeah, I love it.
This look is stunning. I like that because I know another queen tried to do something, try to stray away from this theme and yet still give fruit. This is fruit, but it's done very differently. It's not like, hey, I'm going to be shapeless and I'm just going to be like a 3D the piece of fruit, which I love. I love the fact that she has gone for this like raver girl with like the crimped green and black hair / mixed with like some sort of like anime or almost Monster High-esque character. I also love the fact that the white thigh-high boots with the lime laces and then also having like the green pretty much dip on the platform is stunning as well. The fact that she's got like rhinestoned limes basically on her boobs and then like the seeds on the dress. This is stunning. Her shape is incredible. This is an incredible look as always from Denébola.
Yeah, I did not realize it was lime until she was very much walking the runway for a minute. And I was like, oh, that's limes. And I think I kind of liked it. I think I kind of like. Sometimes I like it when it just hits me in the face, like, okay, I know exactly what this is. Blah blah blah. Sometimes I do like it when I have to look at it for a minute and see what it's doing, see what it's moving, see how she's performing it to figure out what it is. And it seems so basic now. When I thought about it, I was like, oh, duh, lime, Lana. Okay, like stop being so stupid. But I really, really enjoyed this look. I think Denébola does something that I just love. Denébola is not going to be she's going to give you the very like the beard and all of that and make you have to for me it makes me have to get into the fantasy, but then she keeps me in the fantasy with how she dresses. Like it's always that very blurred line between feminine and masculine, and it's just like, oh, I love what she does. Like she's always very like sexy. All her like her looks fit her body. She knows her body. She knows what looks good on her. Her waist is very much cinched, and I love this wig. I love this hair. I love this makeup. I love this dress. Denébola just does it for me. I mean, I think I've had the softest spot for Denébola in this competition anyway. I just really love Denébola in this competition, but every single week she just gets stronger and stronger for me. Now, maybe this challenge week wasn't the best for her or them, but I think yo, Denébola, she just eats. Like she just eats on this runway, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Scores for Denebola's look.
Oh my goodness. I actually would say my cup is overflowing. Let's
Mm.
pretend it is.
Oh wow.
I agree. I'm giving this a full as well. Just one more thing to add. Just how many Georgeses do you think you could fit in that wig?
I don't know. I'm not sure. But I will jump on the full cup train for sure because this one's absolutely. It's crazy that this is my favorite thing of the night, and it was the first one on the runway. It's like, oh, this is what we doing? Okay.
But we kind of
Yeah.
had the same with girl group soda as well this week. So
Well,
yeah.
what can you do? But we'll move. What do we think about
Well, thank God Alexandra del Raval had the reveal this time because what was pre-reveal would not be the tea for me. And as we got yesterday for most of the panelists which were there during the episode, but luckily she did the reveal. And now she had this Palestinian demonstration, the watermelon dress on her, which looks very nice. I would say I still love the neck up probably the most of this look, but not to sound very shady, I also enjoy the asymmetry which goes both on her hips and on her singular shoulder. In the way how it's done, it's really done as if she took a bite from watermelon or somebody took a bite from her watermelon. So you have this like dentures, traces of teeth, which is so cool. And I think this is one of the best shoulder asymmetry we've had because otherwise, it would be like 18 years of asymmetry starting from Amaru all the way back from season 1. But here I really love it. I'm not exactly madly in love with the chains. I think this look would have been like probably even better without them, honestly. I don't think they add much, but otherwise, yeah, post-reveal, it's great. Pre-reveal, the cloak probably shouldn't have been just like a reveal. She should have walked just the second look. Because pre-reveal, this does give you very, now I understand why Galicia in Spain and Ireland are linked in their love to leprechauns. Yeah, but post-reveal is great.
Again, as I said in the recap, Alexandra went to the school of pointless reveals. I think the tool coat works, but she needs to have like the patterns or the stripes that there is on a watermelon to get the point across that it is meant to be like the outside of a watermelon. When she takes the bodysuit off, I love this. randomly in my brain, when I think of watermelons, I think of pink, but that might just be because of Ella Day's look, and then that's just me in my brain. So whenever I see Alexandra and then the queen who did watermelon later, my brain instantly goes to strawberry for no reason. It's just me, and I'm weird like that. But I love the bite. I love the fact that she's got like the green. I do wish she went all the way down into the shoe, the green legging. But she looks great. This is a great look for Alexandra, and her shape is incredible.
Okay, maybe I'm crazy because y'all had so much problem with this green coat and it was a pointless reveal. I kind of disagree. I thought this reveal was very much on brand with a watermelon, and I don't need shape when we're talking about a rind of a watermelon. Like a watermelon is big and it's round, and so it's no need for the shape. And so I thought, me personally, I thought the green coat was very good for an outer shell of the watermelon. I was like, okay, that makes sense to me because if I don't have a big old fat juicy watermelon and it's all shapy and small, I don't want that. I leave that watermelon sitting right there at the store. Like it got to be big and plump and juicy, and that showed me a big and plump outer shell of a watermelon. So I thought this was perfectly fine. And then when she took it off, I was like, yes, now that is the inside of a juicy plump watermelon. I like this. I thought this was a really decent look for her. I was not mad at it. I think she looks beautiful. This wig is beautiful. Her face is beautiful. I like the bodysuit and, like you said, the cuts, the indenture, the teeth marks that somebody took a bite of the watermelon, and the fact that she was patted to the gods and gave us body yaddy yaddy. It was like, yes, this is a juicy, plump watermelon that I want to take a bite from. I thought this was perfectly good. This was a good runway. I do agree with you about the green legging into the shoe, but other than that, I thought this was a good runway. I thought Alexandra did a good job. This was beautiful. I do agree with you about the chains. Now, what she could have did was make those chains instead of having the gold chains. It could have been like seeds. It could have made black. It could have been black things, and then made it look like seeds, and they were running down the leg of the watermelon. But I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this at all. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. So scores.
I would give Alexandra del Raval a perfectly sensible 82.
I'm going to give Alexandra an 80.
And I'm going to give Alexandra an 86.
Close.
It's perfectly good. We move to the rotting fruits of it all.
Yes. Oh, goodness. Oh, Nyx. Yeah, I mean, her head looks phenomenal. Her makeup looks stunning. And her neck looks divine. And I'm trying to say all the best first because the outfit itself, baby, just why? I know you took a completely different route from everybody else, and for that we salute you. But otherwise, I mean, oh my god. Yeah, when Trent Reznor was writing Ripe with Decay, he wasn't thinking that he's going to be a soundtrack writer with Oscar decades later. Not by the looks of this look. I mean, it's just so much, and it doesn't go with Disfrutonas as well. And even her voiceover explaining that, yeah, that's how it all like decays down. So it's like all the mold and whatever. It still doesn't work. I'm so sorry. Also, worse, the thing is that her head looks kind of disjointed with all this like summery and happy and optimistic fruit in her wig. That really gives it even more jarring contrast with what's going on her dress. Plus the fact that she couldn't necessarily super comfortably walk in it. Like was her probably least sure of herself walk on the runway we've seen so far. Yeah, I mean, love the idea, but not exactly the execution.
To use the famous Elvira quote, she gives good head, or she hasn't had any complaints about it. I do love the fact that like the fruit, like the placement of where she's put the rotting fruit is very smart. Having it on the shoulder where the long sleeve attaches, and then also having it on the hip as well. It is a strange choice for the category, but I do like the fact that she has done all the mold of the fruits with like rhinestones and like glitter. So like the fruit doesn't look flat on her. It doesn't look like it's just fruit glued to a black dress. But it's just a strange choice for this category. I love Nyx. I love that she decided to do something different. But when everyone stuck to the theme pretty much exactly, if you do something different, you're either standing out for a good reason or standing out for a bad reason. And unfortunately, this was a bad reason.
This is where watching, like I said, when I watched the Runway first before watching the episode and not getting context, like I didn't even look at the category. I just was like, get to the first person on the runway. So I didn't realize this is where I got confused because I was like, what is this? And then listening to her explanation, I was like, oh, rotting fruit. Okay. Okay. I mean, sure. And it's not even about the concept because I think the concept is fine. I think, I like people queens who think outside the box and it's like, okay, let me try something different. But for me, it's just the look does not work. It's the dress, it doesn't give me decaying fruit the entire time. Like it's like pockets of decaying fruit, like on the arm, that's the decaying fruit. On that hip, that's the decaying fruit. But where's the decaying fruit down at the bottom? Where's it? Like I guess with the tool is supposed to be that, or it just gave me a sad dress, to be honest. It just really gave me sad dress. And I felt horrible because I really like Nyx. I really like Nyx and I really want to root hard for Nyx, but this just didn't do it. I think I agree with you, Misha. I like the hair, the face, the neck. It's just after that, the dress itself doesn't give. And it just, sure, I guess maybe, you know what, in some strange work, maybe it works because decaying fruit is sad and pitiful and you just want to throw it away. And that's how I feel about this dress. It's sad and pitiful and I just want to throw it away. But I love Nick, so it really just has me torn. I hate it. This just wasn't her week for me. This wasn't her week for me. She's done better. We've seen better. This just wasn't the week. And unfortunately, it is what it is. But scores.
Oh my god. Never thought I would say that to Nyx because of how I love her, but it's a 60 for me.
I'm going to give her a 65.
63 for me. Just didn't do it.
Just didn't.
It just didn't do it. Let's move on to Krystal.
Yeah, well, the first of our two mothers who are luckily both still of the season. Krystal Forever. Now going full Michelle Visage after the week she went full RuPaul. I forgot who said that yesterday. But I mean, I'm gonna keep this like kind of brief. I really enjoyed the. Here is the case where the pre-reveal actually works better. She should have kept the headpiece all the way. It's like a three-piece with her because, yeah, this gives phenomenal fruit. This gives Eve the Garden of Eden. It gives everything like this. Because after she abandoned the foliage, basically, and she became exfoliated, for better or for worse, she's kind of started giving Alaska as Eva in the Rusical on All Stars 2, which is not bad. I mean, by any means. She's mother still looks phenomenal, but with this piece, she just looks even better. I love the shape. I love that it also reminds me, and also as a compliment of how Kyria rose this like huge fan behind her on All Star 6. Yeah, this is just so good, and I also love the way how the trunks are so snake-wise. So you have to like really pause and squint and think, is there really a snake? How many snakes are there? Is it all like roots of the tree? Which is so clever, especially for the runway. And in this lightning, everything works so well on her. The makeup, the hair color, and even those gold boots. But we know already that Krystal adores this like gold, platinum, silver, any precious metal like stone boots. So I'm not mad at this at all. Yeah, I just wish she really kept this the entire thing. It's also not exactly necessary like reveal or abandonment.
Yeah, my thoughts are kind of the same as Misha's. Like this look, the first look is stunning. It does give the apple tree in the Garden of Eden. It also gives me a little bit of Wizard of Oz with the living apple trees as well that pelt Dorothy with apples. I love like the shaping of all the roots. I love the fact that she's got like this cape thing that becomes the canopy. The one thing I don't like about the pre-reveal is the fact that she has this like glittering headpiece thing all around her head, and then she's got the wig, which is like, of course, then because that wig around her is of course not attached to her head, because then it comes off into this look. This look is cute. It makes sense. Like if you're in a heavy gown, you'd of course want to have a reveal if you do have to lip sync. It's just, in my opinion, she should have kept this on. So then if she did have to lip sync, she would have something to like change into and have a little bit of a shock, because there was one group who did well and then she wasn't in that group. So if I was her, I would have kept the look on just in case as like another little bump in order to save me during the lip sync. But she looks good. This is a classic like Krystal Forever look. She's always going to give you over the top. She's always going to give you spectacle, and that's what we love about Mother.
Yeah, I agree. I think Krystal has shown a pattern of always doing one thing too much throughout the runways. Is always that one thing too much. Like this first look, the pre-reveal look should have been the look. Like she walked out without the back piece up, and then she revealed that. That should have been it. Like let that be it. And like you say, if you go to the lip sync, then you take that off and have that other look for a lip sync. Um, but it's always one thing too much with Krystal. I love Mother. I think she is phenomenal. Did she look great in all these looks? Absolutely. She looked amazing in all of them. It's just I feel like she has to show everything all the time, all at once. And it gets a little too jarring. I wish she would just take her time. But who am I to tell Mother what to do? Who am I to tell Mother? Who am I? She knows. She knows what she's doing. But I still liked it. I thought it was still pretty. I thought it was beautiful. Every look that she wore on this runway looked good on her. So kudos to that. And yeah, I still liked it. So scores.
I would actually give Krystal a 95.
Okay.
Two Fat Ladies, 88.
Period. And I would give her a 90. Excellent. We move.
We do indeed. Oh, Eva, did you ever? I mean, this is the pomegranate, according to her. So, a grenade she was not. This kind of gives me Dracula vibes for all the wrong reasons, because it kind of looks very Bowl-esque, grotesque, instead of like fruity. And the bottom 1/5 doesn't help this at all. I mean, yeah, her legs coverage. Actually, there is something with the headpiece. There is something oddly religious about this, as if she was trying to make a comment on some of the icons of the Virgin Mary, like of people traveling to Santiago de Compostela, this like the most famous pilgrimage in Spain. But girl, pomegranate, it was, yeah. Love the makeup though. Love the shade, and I actually love what she has on on her front, where she has like on her forehead, because it gives you some regal vibes. It just doesn't go exactly well, neither with the headpiece. No, this look, which is like meat bacon, something meat meets Dragula. No, with the very bottom, because the color is just abhorrent under this runway lights. It looks like really, some meat packing department gone wrong. Yeah. I don't want to say any more bad things about her, because she already was eliminated. Spoiler, but girl, I wish she went home in something like more spectacular.
This is spectacular in definite interesting ways. I love the idea of doing a pomegranate, but the execution of it is bad. It's bulky. You lose her shape. She also looks uncomfortable wearing it. This doesn't look comfortable to wear. And then also she had this skirt which she couldn't walk in at all. Eva, I love you. This was not a good look, and in a week, and this didn't help your chances at all this week. I'm sad to see you go, but this is not your best look.
So you just said it was a pomegranate. Y'all just said it was a pomegranate.
She said that.
She said it was a pomegranate. I did not know this was supposed to be a pomegranate until just now. I missed her saying this is a pomegranate because I was too busy like, what the heck is this? The entire time I watched it, I had no idea what this was. So now I'm trying to process that right now in this very moment. I'm processing that this is a pomegranate, and that's what this. I honestly, I don't see pomegranate at all in this. Oh my god. Oh, and see the whole time. Oh no. Okay, so the whole time I was watching this, I was like, okay, a reveal is going to happen because she's definitely going to open up this jacket and this coat, whatever thing, and then I'm going to see whatever this fruit is, because apparently this is the outer shell of some type of fruit. And so I need to know what the inside looks like so I'll know. And she never took it off. And so I was left very much dazed and confused by this entire look the entire time. And now, in this very moment, when you just said a pomegranate, I'm just like, what? Huh? My brain is not processing that this is a pomegranate. And then, Misha, when you said a meat and some meat packing paper, that's now all I saw. And so I'm like, this doesn't make sense. It was fruit, and this looks like bacon and some meat. Oh, okay. I'm very much overwhelmed and overstimulated in this moment because now this doesn't make any sense. The headpiece doesn't make any sense. The bottom doesn't make any sense. The red, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Oh my, Eva, I was really trying. I was really trying, and my brain, okay, I can't process it. I can't do it.
If you acted this look differently, this would work as like Dragula horror or Dragula filth.
Yeah,
exactly.
or like you said, it could have been bacon and meat, some type of meat, just slapped together. It would have been something else. But I'm very confused, and she couldn't walk. So yeah, scores because I can't process it. I can't do it.
I'm so sorry, Eva. It was a distraction of yourself. Sorry for another Dragula reference. For me, it's given me 41. I'm sorry.
Oh.
56.
I can't even process this right now. Mm. I because I can't come up with a score right now because my brain is really not figuring this out. I'm gonna plead the Pomorphis right now.
I thought you
I-
would do it. Yeah.
I'm gonna plead the Pomorphis right now. Not because I can't, because I haven't processed it yet. But yeah, maybe next week I'll come back with a score and tell y'all what I thought for real. But right now I gotta plead. So we just for time purposes because I'll be sitting here for another 20 minutes trying to figure out what is happening right now. I'm sorry. Oof, that just threw me for a loop. I can't. We
Oh,
move.
oh my God. Yeah. We like kind of jumping from one
Jump,
electric socket to another. I mean,
jump scare.
exactly. Yeah, no. This round we had at least half of this different looks. We're just not in the good half right now. We're on the dark side of the fruity moon. So far, so good. Yeah, Ferrxn. With this look, she basically cemented the Laca's win for her girl group. If everybody was thinking otherwise, because Laca's look we'll get to in a second, but Ferrxn. Well, I guess what she was going for. At least this reads fruity, unlike what Eva has done. Mm, I'm not sure, and yeah, this was said also yesterday, so I'm going to be brief on that. I'm not sure that her signature makeup goes well with this, because when Denébola did her white face, that worked marvelously with lime, stupendously well with lime. Here it just
Stupendously.
stupendously. Yeah, here it's not exactly stupendous, and also I kind of get what she was going with her like striping and bondage in her legs beneath her knees, which is like so many fruit have this package on the market. I get it, but it still doesn't look very cohesive, and the head especially is throwing me off. Like it's kind of throwing me off for a loop. Why would you do your signature makeup here? Because it looks as if I don't know, some Nosferatu was trying to hide in a vast array of melons and mangoes somewhere on a juicy, like spicy fruit market somewhere in the Andalusia, hiding from the sun, and he was like this pale muzzle coming through all this like huge chunks of melon. That's what it's giving to me. Yeah, but otherwise it's still an improvement from Eva's, but that was a pretty low part to improve from.
Not Nosferatu. I do really like this look on Ferrxn. I do like the fact that she did Valencian oranges. I like the idea of having like the traditional farmer's shoe. My problem with it is that it doesn't fit the look at all. If she had an orange pump, or if she just had a thigh-high orange boot, this look would work a lot better. I love this like orange piece that she has. I love the shape. I love the shaping and all the piping on it. I just personally feel like it needs a bit more. I like the idea of having a wig to look like the orange, and like having the leaf of it is cute. But I just think the shape of the hair and then having her signature makeup doesn't work. I do really like this look. I think I like it more than others. But there are a few little bits that I would change, but overall I do like this look.
I kind of agree. I like this look. I just feel like we're getting three different looks. It's very disjointed to me, and I want more cohesion. Like when you start at the top, this wig, it's good for another look. This wig is just not good for this look. But I like that it's trying to go with the orange and then the leaf. It's like, okay, the top of the orange, it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But then we get into the outfit itself. I like the dress. I think it's very cool and cute, and it's definitely giving me oranges. And I'm like, okay, I see the slices. I see, what she's trying to do, how she created. I like that look. I think the dress itself is very pretty and it works. But then we get down to the shoe, and I like the shoe, and I like what she was trying to do with the shoe, but it just doesn't go with the look. And it's like we're getting three different looks all combined into one. And I want to see a little bit more cohesion in the look. I think with her makeup and the wig is giving very much a clown aesthetic, which I think that's who she, that might be what she's going for. And with her signature look, but it doesn't go with the rest of the look. I would have wanted to see a softer orange wig, maybe even slicked down or long, or some this fuzzy, like really really extreme orange compared to the softer of the softer orange dress. It's just too big of a contrast. And then with the makeup, it's like, oh, is what are we going for here? And then the shoe, it's just too disjointed for me. And I wanted it to be a little bit more cohesive, but it's not a horrible look. It's not like, oh, I hate this completely. It's just I'm getting three different looks in one, and I want it to be a little bit more cohesive. But scores.
Yeah, for the loveliness of the orange dress and the disjointment of it all, unfortunately, with the rest, I'm going to give Ferrxn a 66.
I'm going to give Ferrxn an 82.
I'm going to give Ferrxn a sensible 74.
Exactly in between, like arithmetic middle. Good. Ooh. You say tomato, I say tomato. We're not calling her off because she's Dafne Mugler, one of the prima ballerinas, the twink who can wear this on her body and still violet chachki through the runway. I will send it to you all because, yeah, unfortunately I can't show it on my screen for everybody, but I will send you all the mushroom of which I was thinking yesterday while we were discussing this look. But yeah, this gives very much this tropical mushroom more than a peeled tomato. I get where she was coming from. I think in this case, I hold the camera dress and I let go. The camera dress works pretty well because it really does give two very different silhouettes. And I'm not mad at this at all because her being like a stick in a tomato, her body and her thinness actually accentuates the transition between the two looks in this scenario. So I kind of like it. Otherwise, does it give tomato if she wouldn't tell it to us? No. Not gonna lie, it kind of doesn't. But for like the deconstructiveness of it all, like the deconstruction aspect, and that literally tomato is utilized pretty universally, like across the globe in this shape when it's like cut into smaller pieces. I mean, I'm not mad at this at all, and I'm glad that Daphne kind of pulled it off. It was like on the border, like on the fence of going outside, way outside of the theme, but it's still there.
Personally, too little for me. What I feel like she needs is like a red, like corset bustier underneath. Because what we're judging is a headpiece with feathers, jewelry, opera length gloves, pasties, and then a belt with feather boas. Is she pretty? Yes. Can she model this look? Yes. Could the majority of this cast model this look? No. I love Daphne. I love the idea. I love like when it folds up, it does look like a tomato. It does look like Diva Von Teese. I do love the showgirl idea of it. But personally, I don't like these kind of looks because this look is very specific to one person. And if any other queen came out wearing this and got critiqued for it, the judges would hate the fact that they did this. But because she's skinny and she's pretty, she can make it work. That's where I'm going to leave it.
Okay, so I kind of agree with some of the things you said, RuPert. I think if a lot of queens can't wear this, and certain people can, but to me, I don't think that's a bad thing. to me, I feel like if you got it and you can do it, why not do it? Because it's not your fault that other queens can't pull something like this off. And it's not their fault that they have things that they can pull off that you can't pull off. So I feel like use your strengths and accent your strengths and, hide your weaknesses. And I think that's what she did here. And the fact that I do see tomato in this. I see tomato when she walked out with it up. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see a tomato. It looks like a tomato. I like the way she transformed it into just a showgirl look. Like I thought that was really cute having that up. Is it a lot of fabric to judge? Is it like no, it's not lot of fabric to judge. But guess what? She's young, she's skinny, she's pretty. She could do that at this point in time. Like because baby, you ain't gonna always have that body. So flaunt it while you got it. I say, mama, flaunt it while you got it. And I thought this was a pretty cool idea. I liked going from the tomato to the showgirl. I thought it was pretty. I didn't have a big problem with it. It was fine. Scores.
I'm gonna give Daphne for utilizing strategically every asset she have in this deconstructed tomato a perfectly sensible 87.
I'm giving Daphne a 70 because it is still a good look. That's just my personal thoughts.
And I am going to give Daphne, what do you call it? 2 fat ladies, an 88.
Very close.
Let's keep it moving.
From Dita Fontees to Fig Me Not. It was a figment of some imagination. Just not a very imaginative one. Until this was clearly the case when the category was missed. Yeah, and another girl who went out this week because we did have a double elimination. Spoiler, but everybody knows already. I think who watches us.
If you're watching this and you hadn't watched the recap, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, so actually 2 girls went home, and both of them unfortunately went ablaze in their looks, but they both had so much personality going on that they kind of compensated for how not good both of their looks were. First of all, La Escándalo, baby. Escandalito. The biggest escándalo is that it doesn't fit the category at all. Before she said fig, I don't think anybody on earth would get any sensibility to the fig. And that's coming from, we have a panel where at least 2 of the people out of the 3 adore purple. It's our favorite color with Lana. And I mean, how would you get from this? I would probably think aubergine. I'd probably go with eggplant. Yeah, for American audience, aubergine for the British ones, but not even remotely a fig. Yeah, the reveal also made kind of no sense. I get where she was kind of going with her explanation. That's how the figs are in nature. They can be really deep violet sometimes, and then when they usually sold everywhere in supermarkets, they give you this kind of how to put it mildly, insectish color. But yeah. This didn't work pre-reveal. That doesn't work post-reveal. The wig is nice. Yeah, and the makeup as well. But yeah, La Escándalo also. I just wished you went home and somebody which would be so much more flattering than this.
The one thing that I will say is, though Alexandra did a poof, it was poofed. This poof is deflated. There is nothing, because she takes this off and then the dress falls. There's no padding in it to make it look shaped like the fig. It's just saggy. It's sort of just the best way to describe it. Again, as Micha said, I don't get fruit from this. I don't get fig from this. If she hadn't told me, I wouldn't have guessed it. The gown that she is wearing is stunning. I do wish she had slightly more jewelry, either in a bracelet or perhaps a bigger earring. Have dangling bees for earrings. Have another bee on the bracelet, and perhaps maybe even have a necklace with a bee pendant on it instead of 3 tiny ones in the wig. The wig does look stunning now. it doesn't look great after the lip sync. This was just, it was a bit of a miss. La Escándalo did show some incredible looks. It just sucks to see that she's going out on not really a bang, which is Escándalo.
I was so thrown off by this look. I was like, where? She said, keep saying fig, it's a fig. And I'm like, I don't see a fig. I don't see a fig anywhere. I don't see anything that says fig about this. And then she took off the oversized sweatshirt, is what I'm going to call it, because that's what it looks like, an oversized sweatshirt. It looks like a sweatshirt that I put on when I'm ready to go to bed or I'm ready to just lounge around the house, put on my little short shorts and my oversized sweatshirt, and I'm lounging because I'm not going anywhere and I'm cleaning up today. That's what that shirt looks like you're just lounging and chilling for the rest of the day. And then when she took it off, and this beautiful gown underneath it, I'm like, but what about this is supposed to be a fig? What about this gives me fig? It doesn't give me anything, just give me beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns. And I didn't get it. I was very confused. Um, I didn't understand, and I still don't understand. So there's that. Scores.
44. Sorry.
I'm gonna give La Escándalo a 60.
I'm gonna give it a 54.
Ooh.
Let's move.
Yeah, Laca, the winner of this week. What a great week to be Valencian. Says Michi as if he wasn't even there. But no, I mean, I really think this look of her girls brand really just tipped the iceberg in the best possible way and pushed it further to the victory. Because it's one of the super great moments where everything kind of shouldn't work, but it does work and does exceptionally well. First of all, clearly the fruit is there. The degustation part is there because she at the same time gives you like this huge thing which is a stick inside the cocktail, which has a few like berries or fruit on it, and all the white strategically placed, like the white tights, the shoes, the stripe, everything works so perfectly with it. And I'm not mad at this at all. I love how the bow on this cross on the top of his stick is in the color of Spanish flag. It's so cool. It has red and broad yellow within. Love how her makeup in this scenario complements perfectly the fruit, because she does have shades of like red, ruby, going slightly into pinkish direction, and that rhymes so well with the middle of your stick package. And also Logan is not here, so I can repeat it freely. This gives very much Mondrian went fruity, and I love it so much.
I described this look in the recap as Marilyn Monroe meets Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yay.
Which I just think is such an accurate description of this. It's just camp in the best way. Also, the fact that she has like made the little cocktail, instead of literally it just being a toothpick, she's made it look like one of those like little like cocktail swords as well, which I just find so camp. She's also holding out a martini glass as well. She's dressed like a giant olive, and it works. And it's like, it's something that shouldn't work, but it does, and it works so well. Also, this is something that probably came straight from Laca. This is like an idea that Laca must have come up with immediately when they saw the runway. It's like, I want to do something stupid, but I want to do it well. And this is stupid, and it's done well.
What I like about this look is that she took the theme from what the runway was and she made sure it was pronounced. Like she was like, I'm going to talk about fruit. This is about fruit. This is about food sort, and I'm going to make that be the standout, the star of this look. Because literally what she did was put white on everything behind her. Her hair was white, the bodysuit was white, the boots were white, everything was white. The only pops of color that we see on this entire runway is from the fruit or the food that she's trying to show us. And then to be so smart about it, we see the green olive is the big main piece. The green olive is there. But then, like you said, the cross at the top with the Spanish flag and the red and the yellow, she then has red and yellow fruit down at the bottom of this fruit of this skewer. And so it's still giving us like, okay, everything is done with intention on this look, and I absolutely love it. I think Laka looks so great. Like you said, the makeup, even the makeup is giving us the pops of the red and the pops of the pink, and then the little pops of green, even in the eyes. It's all there. Like she knows exactly what she was doing. Everything was with intent. And that's what I like. I like an intentional queen. Everything makes sense. Nothing is just done just for the sake of doing it. And this is such a good look to me that it was just done so well. And I think Laka, she ate this down. It was really good. So scores.
Well, definitely one of the top 3 looks of the week for me is gonna be 99.
Oh, I'm going to give this a
Oh,
98. Yeah,
love
full
this.
cup from RuPert. Yes, I got you.
Yay.
Full cup from RuPert. And
Very
98
close.
for me. Yeah.
Deserved.
Deserve,
Well,
deserve, deserve.
now I love how in this part of the program we are jumping from one great look to another one. Because here we have Margarita boasting another watermelon, but so different from the previous one. They're like literally 2 different planets, from Alexandra to her. And in this scenario, the Jimbo-esque boobs work perfectly well. Sorry for bringing it up again, but I mean it as a compliment. It's no shade. Her shape overall, when you look at her from afar, does give away a very bright, unique, possibly dangerously poisonous tropical frog. And this is good. This is different and unique for her. And nobody would have deconstructed watermelon like this, apart from her. I adore the sleeves. The sleeves are just like, well, also one of my favorite parts because they get so well with Laka's look from before, because the sleeves separately could have perfectly worked as a cocktail decoration by themselves. I love how she changed her makeup. I love the bow in her head, which is so stupid. She's so stupid for that, but it works very well. Yeah, I mean, the shape is so cool that I can kind of just don't even want to pinpoint and deconstruct, although it is deconstructed, the details separately, because they both work well as details and as a cohesive look. So this is kind of the opposite of Ferrxn, and I'm not mad at this in the slightest.
This look has really grown on me since we talked about it in the recap. She's a melon with big melons.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Also, one thing I love is the fact that she's got the flares, which have the red sequin over the top, but then she's also got the green tulle ruffles underneath that when they lay down, they look like watermelon wedges, which I think is really, really smart. The fact that it's like she's got all of this green, the fact that the green fabric is pretty much the same throughout, of course, apart from the ruffles. I love the fact that Margarita is always giving us something that's always in her brand and in her campy style, but she's always giving you something different, like something that you wouldn't never really see, which I always love. I love that she's not doing, I'm going to do another gown, I'm going to do another gown, I'm going to do a gown, I'm going to do a catsuit with a skirt over the top. I like that she's broadening her horizons. I love this like giant crimped blonde hair. This is a stunning look. Really well done. Really well done for Margarita. Great job.
I agree. I think this is a really good look. I like this look. Margarita is doing very well in this competition. I will say she's doing well with us. She keeping me surprised. I do like the flared arms and legs because they do look like watermelon slices. Um, it's just really, really good. Good construction. Um, the big boobs make sense with this. Melons and melons, you get it, I get it. I get it. It was intense. And I'm not the world's biggest fan of the wig, but I think it looks good. I think it looks fine for this, but I think Margarita did a really good job on this look, and I like. So, scores.
I also give this 99 actually, as I did the previous look.
Okay.
I'm gonna give Margarita an 86.
I'm going to give Margarita an 89. And last but certainly not least,
Mother Satín. Oh, mother of all grapes. She loves a good silhouette, and that's good because she kind of runs in the same problem as the bowl system we've seen on Eva like half a program before. Because this grape, much like pomegranate on Eva, is given something from the mid department, but less so, thankfully. At least she has grapes in her hands. She sold the living hell out of it. She really says, yes, there are grapes everywhere. I'm still kind of confused because this is like a vineyard deconstructed. Okay, but it's still, there is something which borders on horror territory on her. But thankfully, with the shape and with really a multitude of prop grapes, so let's describe it that way, which she has and handles all over her, I'm still thinking it's a pretty good look for her. Lost Lana, just for a second. Oh. Yay! Really love this the cross earrings. This is probably some church wine flashbacks. Girls in España love some weird Catholic references and kind of having them repacked for Drag Race, and I love it for them. Reconstructing, reclaiming them. But yeah, this look kind of leaves me torn, but not in a bad way, you know. I still enjoyed it a whole lot.
I do like this look on Satín. It's not one of my favorite Satín looks that she has shown all season. I do like that she did do grapes. I don't like the tulle grapes or something. I feel like if they had just been like spheres just on her dress, I feel like that would have looked a lot better than the grapes because the tulle does look a little bit charcuterie to me. It looks like the rolled meats. I do love that she did do grapes because of course there is like Spanish traditions around grapes, specifically like eating the 12 grapes before New Year. She does look great. Mother always does look great, apart from last week. This is a good look. I do like this look on Satín. Good job.
I have to agree with you so much about the grapes and the tool. Like, I really wanted it to be more of a look, or it looks more like a grape than the tool because once you put the balls together, they start to like meld together. And I don't know if it had to do with how it was packed or it just looked like it's scrunched instead of scrunched balls. They just scrunched together. So it doesn't give me grapes. It just gives me a bunch of tool put together. Um, but other than that, the silhouette is good on her. She still looks amazing. I just wanted more grape-like. But like you said, Misha, she sold it with the grapes in hand. She came out and she did an excellent job performing it on the runway. So therefore, can't be mad at it too much. So scores.
I'm so not mad at how Mother looked grape in this that I'm giving this an 88.
I'm giving Satín a 77.
I'm going to give Satin an 85. And we're going to wrap up this before we get more bad pun jokes about grapes.
Oh my god. Lana is, yeah.
I left
Runaway.
you guys. I left because
Don't disappear.
I couldn't take more of the joke.
Yeah.
But anyway, but that is that on that. We have talked about all the looks. We've given all of our thoughts. And now we want to know what you guys think. Let us know in the comments below what you think about these looks. Who was your favorite? Who did you not like? Let us know all of that. Did you agree with us? Did you not agree with us? I mean, y'all will let us know if y'all agree with us or not. Y'all not worried about you all telling us that you don't agree with us. And you know what? I kind of appreciate that. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Misha, RuPert, thank you so much for joining me again for this. We really truly appreciate you both for taking part of your day to talk about looks. And we're going to be back next week doing this exact same thing, giving you more thoughts about more looks and who we like, all of the things. So please subscribe to this channel on your way out and subscribe to all of our channels. All those links will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast links, our Patreon, all of our socials at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And if you haven't scanned that QR code, go and do it. And then get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com. The link is also in the description below. And we're going to get out of here because we got much more content to create for you guys. And but you know what you could do? Just click on the next video. Continue to watch us, continue to support us. And we appreciate you. We'll see y'all next time. Cheers, everybody.
Yes.
Bye.